Hey guys, Bix, we're roadroo.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of tea that I just finished. Got myself a new haircut. Amy cuts my hair. Um, I said, give me short. She said, I don't want it short. I said, give me short. I don't like dealing with hair. This is as much as I can deal with. So she gave me a short haircut, which is cool. And now I don't have to think about it for another month. Speaking of not thinking about things, Dow Jones down. Everybody say, oh my God, is it crashing? Is this it? Hasn't even begun. This is nothing. This is ridiculous. People just aren't used to seeing the stock markets down because they've been rigged for so long. And yes, this is being rigged down. It's being rigged up. It's being rigged left and right. 100% control for the past 50 years. 100%. Not, just at the times when big operations happen. 100% control for the last 50 years since the introduction of computer trading. I'll get to that in a second. So is this the beginning of the end? I do have a timeline at the Patreon channel and on Road to Roota. I talk about how I'm coming to this timeline. I actually talk about a specific day. So go check that out if you're interested. But really interesting, Trump. Let's talk Trump. Right after the Fed lowers rates, but not enough. You knew it was going to happen. This is all being done on purpose. This is the good guy's plan. China pledges to counter Trump's threat of more U.S. tariffs. So Trump comes out and says, we're going to get, he's being tough. He's in a negotiation. We're going to slap tariffs on you. And he will. A tariff war is the best way to destroy a globalization. And globalization, the reversal of globalization, would be so destructive on these banks that are already weak. It is all happening. This is not some random thing. Oh, I wish he didn't have done that. This is all being done on purpose for a specific reason. That reason is to destroy the unbacked fiat system completely. There is no time left. We don't have time for a smooth transition over the next 10 or 20 years. It is happening now. Trump, U.S. to tax the hell out of China until deal is reached. Obviously, that's a Trump negotiating tactic, but he also wants to destroy the economy. He wants to destroy the system. The good guys and the bad guys want to destroy the system. The bad guys want to destroy the system because they're knee-deep in criminalization. If they destroy everything, they don't have to worry about it. And they're faltering. They're dying. Just look at Deutsche Bank. And no, the Fed is not going to bail out Deutsche Bank. They can't. It's not in their bylaws. Can they do it stealthily? They could if they wanted to, but remember where the Road to Roota came from. Road to Roota documents came from the Federal Reserve Bank. This is not a secret behind the scenes. This is a planned event to destroy the old system and move on to something new. So yes, gold, silver, and cryptos are the place to be. Mainly, I would say cryptos and silver. Silver and gold are kind of the same, except there's equal amounts of each, and the price is so distorted. It's 80 to 1. There's about 6 billion ounces of each left above ground. 6 billion ounces of gold, 6 billion ounces of silver, maybe 6.5 of each now on the planet. And yet they're priced 80 to 1. 80 ounces of silver gets you 1 ounce of gold and vice versa. 1 ounce of gold. You could take your gold ounce, go down to your local coin shop and get 80 silver ounces. Why aren't you doing that? You are insane not to do that. I still have only 1 gold ounce now. I used to be a big gold bug. I only have 1 gold ounce. And I only keep it. And every day I think, oh man, I should go cash this in for 80 silver ounces. But I have a lot of silver already. But I would if I wasn't, it was like I have 1 Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I like other cryptos better. But I have 1 just because. I have 1 ounce of gold just because. I like having an ounce of gold because it's cool looking. But cool looking doesn't mean it's going to go up the most in value. What you want to invest in is the most undervalued asset, which is silver. So yes, I do see silver and gold going close to 1 to 1. Definitely 4 to 1. Close to 1 to 1. Imagine that. That will be a good day in the Silver bugs world who have been abused for so long. Oh my God, the silver manipulation has gone on for so long and is so egregious and so obvious. And you had whistleblowers and CFTC chairman admitting that silver is the most rigged of all the commodities. Insane. So China's saying, screw you, US. Again, they're playing the same game. Trump and China are not fighting each other. They are working together to destroy the old system. It'll be interesting. Beijing pledged to respond if the U.S. insists on adding extra tariffs to the remainder of Chinese imports, as President Trump's abrupt escalation of the trade war between the world's two largest economies sent stocks tumbling from Asia to Europe. Trump announced Thursday that he would impose a 10% tariff on a further $300 billion of Chinese imports, a move set to hit American consumers more directly than its other tariffs so far. The new import taxes, which Trump later said could go well beyond 25%, will be imposed beginning September 1st on the long list of goods expected to include smartphones, laptop computers, and children's clothing. Do you have anything left to buy? If you have any purchases you need to buy that are coming from China, I suggest you do it now. We've been absolutely desensitized to how cheap things are. And I mean, we were out in the gold mining fields. My son didn't have the proper shoes for climbing on rocks. So we went to a Big Five sporting goods to get him some boots. And we got him these awesome black boots for like $24.99. $24. Awesome black hiking boots for $24. It was crazy. I'm like, where did these come from? From China. Get ready for those to get away. If you need hiking boots, go get them today, because prices are going to go through the roof if they're valued at all. Remember, all this is happening coming up to a certain date and time. So what's going to happen? Things like this. Gold goes up, silver goes up. When was the last time we saw them go up? And look, you can tell they're on the same computer program. Look at the charts for today. It's insane. It is insane that people believe these exchange prices. Cryptos are just as bad as gold and silver. They're not real. It's all fake. And they are about to freeze up like you wouldn't believe. I am talking about that later today on the Friday road trip for private road members. I'm talking about how it's all going to go down. How these exchanges, how these markets will literally freeze up overnight. And here's a real interesting harbinger. I'll be talking about this. Goldman's quant fund clients will see massive speed improvements after $100 million trading system upgrade. They are not fixing the high frequency trader problem. They are maximizing it. It is insane what creates prices these days, because it can end in a microsecond. In an interview with CNBC, Goldman Sachs CTO of electronic trading revealed that the investment bank has committed to investing $100 million to overhaul its stock trading platform to make it more appealing to the biggest quant funds like Renaissance Technologies and Two Sigma, who are among the bank's most demanding clients from a technology perspective. While Mike Blum, the Goldman Quant CTO, didn't offer any specifics about what he banks Project Atlas will entail, at the time when banks' trading revenue is shrinking, eliciting layoffs for hundreds of human traders, the biggest banks will be battling one another for a bigger piece of the shrinking pie as more equity trading, even some credit trading, shifts to high-frequency players who rely on algorithms to place orders at speeds that human traders couldn't possibly detect. This is insane. Does anybody else feel like, what could go wrong? The big quant funds are among Goldman's most demanding clients. With this investment, we're trying to tackle a quantitative hedge fund space and do so front to back and create a seamless experience for our clients. And this is the most amazing thing. Remember, $100 million upgrade. One of the project's goals was to improve the firm's performance on trade orders that can last for a microsecond. A millionth of a second. $100 million to get it a millionth of a second faster. The reality, what could go wrong, right? This is, microsecond means it's front running. You're front running everybody else who doesn't have their computer right on the exchange, plugged into the exchange. It is insane. It is insane. I will be doing a full report on this at the private road at Road to Roota. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, on the Patreon channel, I have placed the latest timeline update. It's also on the private road. It's been up there for a week, but it's on Patreon now. So go check that out at Patreon, Road to Roota Patreon. But yeah, it is. Oh my God, it is all happening. I'm really excited and I'm scared to death. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's your news for this morning. I'm working out the trip to St. Louis right now. I'm going to hang out with Bitcoin Ben. Let me tell you about my friend. His name is Bitcoin Ben, a truck driving man. Everybody loves him. Actually, I heard, Amy keeps an eye on my Twitter. I heard on the Twitterverse that they're looking for some road tunes for people who are driving to St. Louis for the event on August 17th. I am going to post a special recording. It's kind of a bootleg recording, full band with Dick Allgaier, Tiger Muse, and Jason F4 of The Way of the Crypto Warriors. And it's really it's fun. It is not smooth. It's not mastered and all that, but it's fun enough for the road trip. Anybody coming into St. Louis can plug in that song. I'll be posting that on YouTube later today. Check it out. And we were in different locations, so this isn't like, oh, we're going to sit a band in the studio. This is us in front of our tape recorder sitting, record and play, and then trying to match it all together. So it's hysterical. Yeah, lots of fun stuff going on. And later today, I will post the Friday road trip for private road members at Road to Roota. Cleanse, good job, guys. Only 9 days left. This has been an easy one. The Telegram chat room is on fire with great comments and people sharing their experiences, their recipes. Amy has really hit something really cool here. And people, she's changing lives with this, and I'm really excited for her. And we will do it again. I told her she can't do this just once. We will be doing it again. My thought is 2 or 3 times a year. So keep an eye out for that. And everybody who's on the cleanse, you're doing awesome. Hang in there. It's 100% worth it. And people are starting to feel the benefits now, which is really fun because we're more than halfway through. And don't you remember when I just started talking about it? It's 21 days. It's easy. But it'll be over before I get into town, and me and Ben are going to share a steak, chicken wings, and beer. I look forward to that. Anyway, this is Bix, roadtoroota.com. You guys have a good weekend.